Well, hello again and welcome back to the Tamiya Australia YouTube channel. So if you watched my last video, I unboxed, this one, the Egris Black Edition. And I thought, well, I said I would do both of them. So today we're going to do unboxing of the Avante Black Special. So, yeah, I just loved how that looked inside. I love the old school style with the blister packs. I think that just brings a lot of nostalgia back to the kits when I used to build them as a kid, because they all used to come like that. They don't come like that so much anymore, but yeah, that's good to see it returning with these special edition kits. Obviously, these are 47 model kits, so a little bit limited edition. There shouldn't be too many sort of keep rerunning and re-releasing, but yeah, I've got a couple on the shelf. I'm probably not going to ever build them. I just love having them. I've got kits here, so these are enough to sort of fulfill my Avante Egris needs. I don't need to build another kit. Maybe one day. You never say never, right? So yeah, let's have a little look inside the Avante Black Special, and hope you enjoy this video, guys. Thanks for tuning back in. Do very much appreciate it. Okay, stop the video. Now, I don't want to interrupt for too long, maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, but I've done a deal for you guys with my local hobby shop. So in where I live in Perth, so my local hobby shop is Ace RC Models down in Midland. And I always go down there. I always get a lot of parts, a lot of kits from those guys. So Scotty and Chris, just awesome guys. Always helpful, always friendly. We did a bit of a deal for you guys, for my viewers. So if you use the code TamiyaAusYT, you're going to get 10% off all your Tamiya parts. So yeah, put that in when you check out, automatically 10% discount. Save you guys some money. Perfect. We always want to save money on our hobbies. The guys are just awesome down there. They have tons and tons of parts in stock, tons of parts on the shelves. Nothing's too hard. Nothing. There's no such thing as a silly question with those boys. So yeah, head down to their website, which is acercmodels.com. And check on, they've got parts. There's a little search bar at the top, usually a 5-digit part number you're looking for. Whack your part number in and it'll bring you up the parts that are available. If they don't have it in stock, they can usually order from the east. Won't take too much time. Amazing website, easy to navigate. But yeah, use my code TamiyaAusYT, 10% off all your Tamiya parts. Unfortunately, at this point, can't do anything on kits, but he has a massive selection of kits in stock. Like most of the Tamiya range that's currently available. There's other stuff as well, but no one really cares about that. Let's be honest, Tamiya is where we're at. Yeah, check their website. You guys will love it. 10% off all your parts. Hopefully I can save you some money. Let's get back to the video. All right, let's take a little look inside. So on the front, you can see there the Avante Black Special. Obviously the Egris is the Avante Black Edition. I don't know why they changed it, but that's pretty cool. And on the car, it's got the Avante Black Fury. So again, different. But this one comes with special option parts with the Avante 2011 Racing Steering Set, the Avante 2011 Torque Splitting Set, lightweight wheels, fluorescent pink, and hybrid spike tires. So that's in English and that's in Japanese on that side. So yeah, that's a pretty cool looking box. Again, on this side, we've got lovely artwork and what you're going to require with the kit. So your receiver, your controller, battery. But this one does come with a motor, which is fantastic. So you're not going to need a motor for that one. So yeah, a little bit of information there. 2mm carbon fiber upper and lower decks, durable aluminium knuckles, which I know were a bit weak in the day. But yeah, let's have a little look inside at the Avante Black Special. Now the first thing you're going to notice in the kit, which I spoke about in the Egris video, if you've seen that video, is blister packs. Now I just love blister packs, and special editions having blister packs make me exceptionally happy. So yeah, you've got the blister packs over here and on this side. So this side's got a few little bits and pieces. I'll pull them up, we'll have a look. We'll go left to right and we'll have a look right through what you get in the kit. So just start with this one at the top here. So I did actually open this up already and cut the tape so I can get it easier. So you got the hexes up the top, bearings here, some springs. So these would be the springs for the diff, the Tamiya tool, and all laid out. So you can see the Tamiya word just looks fantastic. Shock towers, and there's that GT tuned motor there that comes with it. Obviously CVs front and rear, and these are the drive cups on the inside. So yeah, I love blister packs. It just gives you that feeling of nostalgia when you open a kit. This is how they all used to come back in the day. Obviously with costs, they started just putting them in boxes, but yeah, that was how they used to all come. And I think there was a little bit more special with cutting them out of there, and I always kept mine. So I've got boxes of old kits I built with still got the blisters I've cut open. Front gearbox there, so there's two plastic pieces. So they are, yeah, left and right there. Gear set, so all the internal gears. We've got a few little bits of plastic in here. So we've got hubs, and this is wing stays, the wing adjuster, so you can see all the different positions you can adjust the rear wing, and then the triangle shaped wheel drives. Yeah, a couple of little bits and pieces on there. So that's E parts, and I think that's D parts from memory. Front bumper and rear wing stay, that's there. There is the driver that comes with this kit. So you don't get the driver with the Aegis, but you get the driver with the Avante. So there's a bit of detailing and painting, I would say, if you want to get that absolutely lovely. But yeah, I don't put drivers in because they're shelf queens. I know it sounds weird, but if they're sitting on a shelf, they don't need a driver in them. Just a strange cat, but yeah, that's what I do. We've got some more parts here. So these are the rear trailing arms and front trailing arms, hubs. So you can see there's quite a complex build on the front suspension of the Avante. I think that was one of the weak points back in the day, but yeah, it's super complex but super fun to build. Then we've got the sort of motor mount section and the rear gearboxes, and then the rear bash plate, rear underplate there. Servo saver, and this is steering arms for the linkage for the steering. And lucky last in that box is the antenna pipe. So that's that side, that left side. Put that back in there. And we'll move on to the center. So we've got that beautiful Avante body, quite durable polycarbonate. So yeah, that's awesome. This is the same body that comes in the standard Avante, but yeah, this is obviously the black edition. Some drive gears. So this is the drive gears to transfer the power from the motor up to the front wheels and to the back wheels. So yes, because it's obviously a center mount or more of a midship mount motor with this chassis. That's the under tray, very solid. You wouldn't want to run it without an under tray because you've got that beautiful carbon fiber we're going to go through next, and you don't want to get it damaged. So yeah, that's the original one. So I don't know if you can see in there, it's 58072 from 1988. So it's original mouldings, original press. You can catch it in the light maybe, I can't really see, but yeah, this is 58072, so the original, this is from the original Avante. Man, I remember seeing these as a kid on the shelves in the hobby shops. I was like drooling, I wanted one so badly. And we got some suspension components there. This is for the shock absorbers and stuff. So yeah, the different, with the 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 holes for the damping effect. You can change that, obviously set it up how you like. Standard in the kit gives you, I think, 2 standard in the kit. That's what they sort of recommend to build. And then we got decal set. Again, see here, Avante Black Fury, lucky number 5. And then underneath that, got some information about it. So again, basic rules of RC car use: avoid running the car in streets or crowded areas, make sure no one else is in the same area, using the same frequency, disconnect the battery not in use, charge your battery correctly, and do not modify the battery or charger, and avoid continuous running. So yeah, that's from the Avante, so that doesn't look like a black special Avante. So yeah, weird, that's a bit weird. Anyway, so yeah, that's what you get in the middle. We'll just plop that back inside. And then we'll move on to the last piece over here, and then underneath we're just going to see the manuals and stuff like that. So beautiful gold uprights, gold shock absorbers, carbon fiber plates, all your aluminium. You can see all the turnbuckles, they're super complex and they look amazing. Yeah, massive bearings. I think there's 1680 bearings from memory. Yeah, central body post to keep the plates apart. Yeah, just awesome with the blister pack. I just love blister packs. It's my favourite thing. Hey, check out them funky wheels. They're pretty awesome. It's really bright fluorescent pink. They look pretty cool. This would be an awesome looking kit on the shelf. I have an Avante, you probably saw it on the stench there, but yeah, I don't have an Avante black, but yeah, that would look wicked with that black, and these pink wheels would look amazing together. Hybrid pinspike tyres. So yeah, the pinspikes, these are the same as Aegis. So you see the rear's slightly wider than the front, so give you that little bit more traction. When that weight distributes to the rear, gives you a bit more acceleration on soft surfaces and rough surfaces. The Avante rear wing, so being nuts is neat. It was a pretty funky thing to say on the back in the day. What do we got here? So first we'll start with A parts. So yeah, motor center plate, some balls for the ball diff, some tools there. We've got some diff oil, diff grease, anti-wear grease. And that's your A parts bag, and then the B parts bag is here. So you got this Bit of a funky tool. I never remember that one. It's probably just my memory's gone a bit funny. But yeah, some aluminium parts. That's the center drive shaft, you can see there. C parts. So now you get into ball ends. This part of the front suspension, I remember that. And then you can see sort of in there, you can maybe see it, but you've got a stabilizer there. Stabilizer. And then D parts, so when you start doing your shock absorbers, so you got your damper oil, some double-sided tape, a couple more tools, some cable ties, all your O-rings and seals, and some shims, so some adjustment shims there to 0.2 of a millimeter. Yeah, so that's D parts. So we'll just go pull this out and have a look underneath. So there we got the beautiful Tamiya manual, Avante Black Special, in black and white. Now these are just perfect. You can follow them all the way through. These are actual one-to-one sizes, so if you need to measure something as you're building to make sure you get your screws correct. I like to put my A, B, C, D, E parts, if I use it, in separate little containers, so I know I'm starting with A and I've used all that up, and when that's done it tells you when the section's finished. So this is obviously A section here, you work right through A section and then you'll get to B section. So you know that the A section parts are put to one side, so you're not going to go in there anymore looking for anything, and then you move through and you'll get through to your C section. So yeah, C parts will start there, and then you can see sort of where you're at. So you can never lose sort of track as you go through the build. They make it super easy to understand, and which is what I love Tamiya for. That's yeah, Japanese, perfect Japanese build instructions. They want to make it absolutely perfect for people. Oh, that's the instructions on how to paint the driver. They don't want you to feel confused, so they make it very, very easy. And there's obviously a list of parts at the back. If you want to check anything as you go through, there's all your parts listings at the rear. And then part numbers on the rear. Like I said, you can go to Ace, get those parts, use these part numbers, order your parts, get 10% discount. Cool. Love it. So there you have it. What do you reckon? The Avante Black Special. I reckon that's a pretty cool kit. And like I said, I'm not going to build them. One day, maybe, like never say never. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have on the shelf. And I don't know if they're going to do another release of them. There's a few around still there, but they are getting a little thin on the ground. I'm glad I've got them. Yeah, I love looking at them. I love just opening them up every now and then and going through and just seeing like that blister packs. It's just, yeah, a lot of nostalgia in the kits and the builds in the kits for me. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite parts of the kit. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. And we're going to bring you another video soon, how I'm going with making my own re-releases, my Mud Blaster and my Ford XLT. But anyway, I'm sort of working on them in the background. When I get them sort of to a nice stage, I'll bring it to you guys and show you where I'm at with it all. But thanks again, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye. So if you like this video, there's plenty more on our channel that you're going to love. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Check out some of the other videos that we've made. I'm sure you'll like them.